What is up, everybody? It's us.
He's back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Night Random Fandom. Of course, I am Wes, back from the wilds of vacation, where tonight I don't feel rested at all.
Aw,
I think
need a
it's
vacation from your vacation.
we came in yesterday morning at I got home at like 4 a.m. So I'm still kind of like I slept a few hours yesterday. Tried to have a regular night's sleep last night. Didn't really work. And then, of course, I'm right back into life today. So, but yes, I'm here. I'm here. I am not well researched this week. Where I was vacationing was spotty internet. So I was not really, I was on vacation. So I wasn't really keeping up with what was going on in
It's all good.
the world of pop culture and entertainment. So, oh, thank you, Steve. Shout out to Steve. I did have a great vacation. It was very relaxing. We had a great time. Weather was amazing. I mean, the joke was it was 30 degrees when we left here, left Canada. It was like 30 degrees when we got there. So, but 30 degrees with an ocean view is always better than.
So you took it with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't bring it back though.
No, what is up with that?
I don't know. It was like raining and snowing and sun yesterday. It was so weird.
I got nervous because when we left, this is the earliest I've had I have a car that I drive only in the summertime. This is the earliest I've had it out in years. And man, I had it out. I thought, oh, the weather's great. I'll drive it down to the airport. And then people were saying, no, it's going to be snowing when you go home. I'm like, it better not be, or I got the wrong car. Check in here. What's going on here? Vile's in the province. Welcome back to the show, sir. Welcome to Ontario. Hope you're doing well.
Getting settled in well.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Yeah, so home to more seasonal temperatures, and then of course yesterday between trying to get regular life back
Acclimated.
Yeah. Picking up on sort of some of the renovation stuff that we had started before I left, and then trying to get caught up on obviously the Mandalorian and Picard and a few of the other things that we were sort of following while we were gone. And here I am. My brain is full. I got a bit of a headache, but did not want to miss tonight. So I guess before we kick off, it is Random Fandom Tuesday. It wouldn't be random without our weekly random trivia question. What do you got this week?
I got a good one for you. The Tennessee Three was the backing band for which famous singer for over 25 years?
Tennessee Three, backup band for artist for what? How long?
Over 25 years.
Over 25 years. Tennessee. Gonna go with, it's got to be a country artist. Tennessee Three. That just screams country to me.
I guess a partial career wise, he's definitely a crossover.
Oh, crossover artist. Man,
if you call, I don't know that he crossed over technically, but
sure,
he crossed over into pop culture hard.
Oh, into other pop culture, not just music. You mean
not by changing his music or anything?
No,
but just by
because of who they are. Okay, Vile's got an answer. Now it's funny because without looking anything up, that is the answer that I was leaning into. Vile says Johnny Cash.
Vile is right.
Oh,
Vile is correct.
Good answer, Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
All right.
With the Tennessee Three for over 25
See, now
years.
I'm not a huge fan of Cash's music, so I mean, I definitely did not know that. But that is kind of where I was leaning. The hints you were laying down.
Yeah, because the movie and all the focus on his last.
No, that's true. That's true.
If you didn't know him before, you know him now.
Excuse me while I try to rehydrate. You go away on vacation, you get the
Did you drink some of the salt water?
No, but I drank a lot of the beer.
Salted water.
Oh, that's excellent. Technically I had the advantage of memory.
And he watched
that's excellent.
Last month. There you go.
As always, guys, Random Fandom, it is a show where we just like to hang out and just be kind of casual. We kind of talk about what comes to mind. That includes all of the stuff that's sparking your interest this week. Obviously, if you are following us in the live stream, would love to see your comments and your questions about what's going on in the entertainment world that's got your interest. Or if you want, you can use the link. It's on the banner of our YouTube channel, or it's in our Facebook page. You can call us up on the WhatsApp
Hopefully to work.
You know, we go through this every week. We do a test call every week, and everything works. I've gone back to a hardwired connection, so
knock on wood, maybe it works this time.
hopefully there's no conflict with the Bluetooth to mixer. It is a wired connection. It should work. If not, I apologize. We'll continue to work on that. But as always, yeah, let us know what caught your interest this week in pop culture and entertainment. Let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
You want to start us off? You got something you want to talk about?
I got a grudge I ran into yesterday.
I've got a grudge that came up today, but you can have your grudge first.
Let's get the bad out of the way.
Oh, good. All right, let's do it.
So we all know the prices at Toys R Us are terrible.
Oh yes, yes. As a matter of fact, so as you know, I have a friend that is sort of my hunter, my personal shopper. If you're out there, personal shopper, this one's for you. And I, as a collector, you know what it's like. If you don't go now, there's a good chance it won't be there later.
Yep.
Well, he just happened to be in Toys R Us, and the most recent wave of Star Wars Black Series happens to have, the lion's share of that wave are characters that I wanted, and I'm like, yes, please do. But man, then I realized that I saw a few of them at GameStop a couple days later, and I'm like, it's that much of a difference now.
Yeah.
We're at that point where I said, when I had the toy store, I had said that if 6-inch Hasbro figures ever crossed into the NECA territory, I would seriously reconsider, because I don't believe.
No, they're not giving you that level.
Yeah, I don't believe the value in a 6-inch Hasbro figure rivals the NECA price point. And now that it's there,
yeah,
I'm at a point now. Am I going to eat my words or not? I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyway, you were saying.
But anyway, because of those prices, this past week, they actually did a big sale on a lot of stuff. And so
when you say sale,
a lot of stuff is price dropped, like the 80th anniversary Hulk, the Iron Man, a lot of the Black Series figures like the Galen Urso. Stuff that's been peg warming.
Sure.
But also some G.I. Joe Classified. And those dropped down from $44.99 to $26.99.
That makes them
attainable.
Reasonable. Yeah.
But anyway, Morgan, friend of the show, Morgan, we went down to Oshawa yesterday.
Oh, right.
Limited success. And anyway, I looked online. The figure I want is available online. It says available for home shipping. Awesome.
Okay.
I put in my order. I get to this step where it says do payment, and it says, oops, this figure is not available to ship to you.
Oh, right. You got to come in and get it.
Well, that's the thing. It is in stock. It's at the warehouse. So I message customer service, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's in stock, but it's at a warehouse that can't ship to you. How is it possible?
How is it
that they have a warehouse that cannot ship the toys to where they need to go?
Are they drop shipping them from the US? What's going on?
But like, it makes zero sense. Like, you list it, it's in stock. You tell me it's in stock, but I can't have it.
I hear you. Our friends Adam over at Go Figure says, hey gents, how was a classified figure $44.95 to begin? I'm right there with you. We are now, like I said, was said to just a couple minutes earlier, we have now 6-inch Hasbro figures have now crossed into NECA territory, and the sculpt is not there. The accessories are not there. I'm really trying to struggle with, have I hit my modern toy collecting wall?
It's possible.
You know, it's I've already made concessions about restricting the lines that I collect just to characters that I have a serious emotional attachment to, which is hard to do when it's things like Star Wars. You know how much Star Wars we talk about. So
they're constantly dropping
more.
more.
And the funny thing is, there was a period at least in Star Wars Black Series, where and it's still happening now, the reissues with, new vintage packaging or anniversary
or the credit.
Sure. But the regular waves of figures for the last several waves have been pretty solid. So it's a hard one for me. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Some of those credit ones were on sale yesterday as well.
Oh,
the Ahsoka is back down to 32, I believe.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Toy Story 5 stuck at the warehouse. The Motu WWF size figures are $34.99 at Walmart. Nonsense.
Yeah, that's a $16 touch any day of the week.
Are we talking Masterverse or are we talking Origins?
Origin size.
Origins. So when
yeah, you can get like your Shawn Michaels, your NWO, and they're the same size as your
the WWE Masters Universe.
Yeah.
Were they not like when they first came out, were they not like something like $14.95?
Yep, and they are currently Masters Origins anyway are sitting at $22.99 now.
Masterverse figures. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's our 7-inch collector scale.
No, it's 5-inch, isn't it?
Masterverse? No, Masterverse.
Origins
are the 5-inch. Yeah, 5-inch for sure. Sean's tuning in tonight. Hello, Sean. The Marvel Legends prices are getting out of hand. No, I fully agree with you on that.
Vile says
in regards to being in stock, but not really in stock. Ha ha ha. Yeah, we have it, but we just won't ship it to you. That's so weird.
It's like, shut up and take my money.
Why do they not do like the GameStop model? You can order online, and if it's at the store, you just go and pick it up.
Yeah.
Does Toys R Us not have a similar program?
I don't know.
They should.
Yeah. I've got one more message out to them, and they haven't responded back yet. So.
Yeah. Red's back. Hello, Red. Nice to see you tonight. Says, bleed for your hobby. Let me tell you about the moving company losing $15,000 of Warhammer. Oh, right. No, that's painful, man. Ouch. That's a whole other thing. Moving. I'm not moving. I am, however, in the middle of a major home renovation, which means our home studio, the home studio that we, the saw cave, as it were, is going to be, I don't know how we're going to handle this. I don't know if we're going to move to another location or if we're going to do, we'll be janky cell phoning it for a while, but there's going to be, there will be some changes and you may or may not notice. Yes, that is a lot of Warhammer, man. This is interesting. Especially I know Adam at Go Figure, we've been talking about this offline, and we talked about this actually on a previous episode of Random Fandom. The folks over at Ramen Toy, their Maverick, unlicensed Maverick figure, is popped back up again.
Really?
He's no longer Maverick. He's now the just a generic pilot figure. Good on them for trying. I mean, we've had the third party conversation a few times before. I get it. I understand how it works, but it's that whole like, man.
So now he's Tom Cruise. What would it be? Crom Cruise.
I think they were using they have their line of Centurions.
Yeah.
Also
commanders.
Also unlicensed. They used their Max Ray head as one of the stand-in heads. There was actually some pictures that came out today on their Facebook where they showed it's absolutely the Maverick head, but they've put a different helmet and the oxygen mask on, so all you see are the eyes. Guys, if you're out there and you are an independent toy maker and you want to take a stab at an unlicensed property, beware of who you cross. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Anyway, ouch, Maverick has been shot down.
Maybe he had a parachute though.
Well, maybe. What else is going on in toy news? It's been a while it's been a whole week, so I haven't really
didn't get a slide for it, but they did announce another version of the Incredible Hulk Joe Fix-It.
Really?
Yeah, and he looks a whole lot more sassy than the Build-A-Figure.
Oh, really? Oh, wait, I got another one. I got a message sent to me yesterday. Another friend of ours, a local friend, Aaron Smith, who has been helping me out acquiring the NECA line of gargoyles, sent me a link. Big Bad Toy Store. NECA just announced yesterday new Ultimates, NECA Ultimates Goliath from Gargoyles. Ooh. This one, video game deco. Because of course NECA is going to video game deco
everything they do,
but they don't see. Is the video game deco enough? Because I asked this question because the NECA sculpts, I mean, they're top notch. Yeah. They are top notch.
So nice.
So you have these amazing, and with the gargoyle line, at least with the gargoyle characters, they look a little, I hate to say this because we're talking about a cartoon character, They look a little more realistic. They don't look like cartoons. They look like they came out of a live action film,
which we really should get at some point.
Wow.
Come on, Disney.
Yeah, really. But then you go and you slap on the 8-bit or 16-bit video game blocky deco, and it's never worked for me. Not even close.
Maybe if there was like, an 80s NES Gargoyles game.
Well, so this one
bring your nostalgia back to, but
the pack, I was going to say, the best part of this figure, this Goliath retro video game figure, is the packaging. The window box is actually styled like a Sega Genesis box. So it's got the big red stripe on the side, and it's the Gargoyles logo. So, I mean,
was there a Genesis
I guess there was a Genesis game at one time. I
wasn't a Genesis kid. So
any Sega fans out there can corroborate that story? I don't know. Great point, Adam. The Ramen Toys Brave Star is rough. Have you seen this?
I have not seen it yet.
New images came out in the last couple of days. Again, it doesn't. I can see what they're going for. If you've seen this figure, you know what I'm talking about. It's somewhere they're trying to do what I believe is this hybrid. It's not quite the vintage toy. It's not quite the Filmation cartoon look. They're trying to land somewhere in between, and it doesn't land well on either side. The coloring is a little bit off, and I know it's only a painted prototype that they've shown off, but man, it just looks off.
I don't know. The original toys were really nice. They're playable, chunky.
They broke the mold. They broke the mold in the sense that, I mean, nothing scaled with them. Nothing scaled with them. But hey, who cares, right?
Exactly. Well, Centurions were a close fit.
I guess so. Yeah, they were fairly close. Wait, what do we got here? Sorry, Vile. I was gonna make Hank solo action figures, but he might sue me.
I would buy one of those.
I would too. I would totally show that off. Adam says NECA gargoyles are second to none for any modern figure. There was a Genesis game.
Okay.
I still have the game. Oh, that's good to know. Genesis.
Was it any good?
That's another question.
I don't remember it on Greatest Hits.
No, really, eh? Wow. Yeah, so that's kind of the toy news that kind of stuck out at me in the last couple of days. I just happened to see those two things. One, because I had an interest in this. I'm a Transformer guy, so I am always, and my Transformer collection is a mix of Hasbro and Takara, as well as third party, which is just a friendlier way of saying knockoff or unauthorized, unlicensed. But like I said before, like a lot of times people don't realize that they think that, you can just call the character something else, and because it doesn't have the same, it's not really Optimus Prime, it's somebody else. It's Red Truck Commander Bot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not Optimus Prime. Well, if it's close enough,
then it's visually recognizable.
Right. And so then there's this whole thing about, well, they don't go after all these other third-party companies. No. Well, sometimes they do.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do. Looking at you, Unicron, not Unicron. And I think that in the case with the guys at Ramen, there was this. I said this before, talking privately, that the folks at Ramen, and I've spoken with Ace from Ramen and other shows. Seems like a very nice fellow, but and I don't know if he runs all of the social media over there, but there was this flippancy, almost like mocking the people, because people were making comments on their posts about, oh, did you get approval?
Permission?
Has Paramount talked to you? And there's been these flippant remarks back, like, I don't want to say that was the intent, but like came across like we're untouchable.
Well, being out of country, they have that bonus going for them.
Again, though, I mean, just because you're making toys in Asia does not make you untouchable. It might make you harder to get at, but like, if you want to get right down to brass tacks in a battle of legalese,
the House of Mouse has access to assassins.
Independent toy maker versus multi-billion-dollar corporation.
Yep.
I'll put my money where the bigger wallet is.
Yeah. We got some comments to catch up on here.
Red, what do you got here? Red's gonna honestly, I've never seen much in the way of really great VG merch. Closest thing was Amiibos, and that was a money grab in the end too. Yeah, video game merch. Interesting stuff. I think everybody's got their thing. I mean, I think about all those, like all the Pokemon plush. Mind you, Pokemon is not just a video game anymore.
No, it started as a card game, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So
but look at your Halo. That has evolved some really great stuff, like Mega Block sets, action figures, replica helmets.
True.
So it's a good time to be a Halo fan. But
Adam says Red Truck Commander Bot was the name of my high school new wave band.
There you go.
Well done. And I'd have bought your mixtape. Oh, Terefomos. Yeah, you never know, right?
Good work.
Interesting. Yeah. I was away for a week. I was cut off from a lot of the entertainment stuff that is near and dear to my heart. You can do the math on that. There was no access to Disney Plus in the country where I was visiting, which meant I could not watch the end of The Mandalorian. I have since been home. Since I've come home, I've since watched it. I have, I cried, I yelled, I scratched my head. I did all the things that I'm sure you guys did when you watched it. And at the end of it, I'm okay with it.
Was it a satisfying ending for you as well? Like if you'd never got any more Mandalorian, how are you with it?
Oh, no.
No, you need
more. There's got to be something else there. I mean, there's a lot of I don't nitpick on the things, and especially lately where I've been thinking, like, I've been sort of of this opinion, like, I know that we watch this stuff microscopically and we are always looking for the minutia, but there's this thing like it's the new mustache gate. Have you been reading this?
Yeah, we covered that.
You did.
Okay. Thing, yeah.
The new mustache gate. It's not Gideon. It's a clone. It didn't have a mustache. Who cares?
We did.
See, that's what happens when I go away for a week.
Hey, we're all about facial hair here. So
that's true. That's true.
If you showed up with no beard, you're a clone.
If it had been a beard, I'd have had bigger questions. But honestly, that's great though. You know, the flip side of that coin is it does get people talking. And so it keeps the property in the public eye. The demand is there. We want more. We're gonna get more of something somewhere sometime. Now I gotta go and eat crow because my whole Jon Snow thing just went poof. That kind of threw me off.
Hank was super apologetic about the Axe Wolves thing because
we all legit. We all thought, is it him? Is it her? Is it both of them? Are they two the opposite sides of the same coin? Yep. No, they're the same side of the same coin, and it's Bo-Katan. You know what I mean? Like they were all in it to win it the whole time, which in that respect was very satisfying. I quite enjoyed that. Crashing an Imperial cruiser into the planet, there had to be. Could you not have found another way? I don't know. They did launch an awful lot of tie-in or something.
Muck it up.
So, yeah. If you are anybody out there Picard fan, spoiler, the show finale Picard ran the same last week as well. So emotionally fulfilling. If you are a Star Trek fan, a Next Generation fan, it is must-see television. So good. I'm not going to talk anymore about that. Oh yeah. Talking about Star Wars, and I'd been away for a week. I sent you a message earlier tonight. I had the misfortune of commenting on a
random thread.
Do we all read the same crap clickbaity articles like the Screen Rant and Cinema Blend and all of you do? Okay,
because like
I avoid them,
and it's like what?
I avoid them when we're doing our own review series because I don't like to be influenced by other people's writing. But I do read them, and sometimes I'll get caught up in the comment sections are always better than the articles.
Yeah, they're more entertaining.
But I made the mistake of engaging with somebody today, and it just sucked the wind right out of me talking about the Book of Boba Fett. The article said the Book of Boba Fett succeeded where Lucasfilm failed, and that it totally destroyed any interest in the character. And I'm like, well, that's not fair.
No.
That's not fair. And so I very innocently wrote, that a lot of people I think have difficulty going back and remembering that this is a character that across the entire original trilogy has 6.5 minutes of screen time.
And part of that is,
right. And I mean, if anything, I said, the Book of Boba Fett actually fleshed out that character and made him more than a trigger pulling guy who got taken out by a blind man with a stick.
Yep.
Right, because that is the sum total of what we knew about Boba Fett. If you've watched our review series on the Book of Boba Fett, that's how I feel about it. This show did a lot for the character, but then it got into that, well, a real fan, and I'm like, ooh, you've just, as soon as you toss out the word real fan, true fan,
you're not fan enough.
You've lost me. You've completely lost me, because don't tell me how to fan. Don't quantify how much I like something
based on how much time you invest into it.
I said to the guy, I'm like, respectfully, you lost me at real fan. And I'm like, I despise the term. I think it only divides, fan groups. Yeah. Quantifying your fandom or your fanness. There is no award for how much Star Wars lore or other fandom lore. There's no prize for that.
Yeah.
If that makes you feel better by, quantifying your fandom because, well, I know more, is there not another way we can have that discussion where it can be a fun discussion? Like,
it should be a fun discussion.
If I know more about water bottles than you do, is it not a better way is to, like, let's talk about the water bottle?
It's like, I have my plastic water bottle.
And I have
what
my
do you know about
steel.
That one?
Yeah, exactly.
And then you could hip me to something I've never heard about. And then that would just increase my enjoyment.
There is no argument in this world when it comes to entertainment, or let me broaden that even more. No place in this world on anything that is subjective that you can win me over by saying a true fan, real fan. As soon as you throw that out there, we're done. I can't.
Fan is a fan is a
fan. Yeah.
If you're a fan of something, you're a fan of it.
Absolutely.
You can't lord it over somebody else who hasn't gone as deep as you might think they should.
So that's my frustration for this week. That really that really kind of got me going today. I was just like, and I read the guy's response a couple of times, and it's like, if I continue, I'm only giving this more air. And I don't want to do that, so I just ignored it, which I think is probably the right thing to do.
Yep. Don't feed the trolls.
All right, let's check in here in the comments here for a second. What do we got here? Red says, there's a rumor Pedro is out for season 4. That will break my freaking heart.
Well, that is actually counterproductive to what I read today, where I guess in an interview with Pedro, he said, I will play the Mandalorian until I'm dead.
Oh, wow.
If they let me, I will keep going.
Wow. So one, I hope he's not out. Two, I love that idea. As season 4, 3 that we just watched,
3 just finished. Yeah,
season 3 proves one thing: he can phone it in. He can literally phone it in, right? I mean, he was only voice acting this season.
Yeah,
that's a fact. We understand that to be truthful. Lateef and Brendan are the physical embodiment for. Oh, and this finale that was mostly Lateef Crowder in the suit because of how much Brazilian fighting. Yeah. I'm like, yes, go. It was so good.
A little bit of Terracassi in there.
I liked it. Okay, what else we got? Follow up from Red. Only complaint should have been the Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett.
Agreed.
I've been saying that right from the beginning. We can have season 5 be the Mandalorian, the book of whoever, or whatever we want it to be.
The book of Din Grogu.
Din Grogu, yeah. Do you want to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, sure.
The naming convention. Why are people upset about this name? Shouldn't it be Grogu Jaren?
I think it's because of the Paz Vizsla thing. Because you got pre-Vizsla, Paz Vizsla, and everything like that. Why would it be Din Djarin and not Grogu Jaren?
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
Way, maybe
Mandalorian culture handles a native Mandalorian naming different than adopted Mandalorian. I don't know.
Possible, yeah.
I don't really know. Adam at Go Figure says, that's it. I'm making a fandom championship belt and I'm just going to release it out to the world. We'll see what happens.
But what would be the stipulations? Is it like hardcore match?
How much are tickets? Because I want front row seats.
No way. You're in their ring competing.
Name the venue. I'll be there. I'll be there to throw down. And you know the problem is, like, most times, 90% of the time, I feel like I'm a reasonably articulate person, but you get me in these like really, really like spots, and suddenly English is no longer my first language. I'm
sailor.
I'm so no, not even that.
No?
I get so internally flustered that I can't get it past my mouth. I'm just so, it's almost like, God, man, it's almost like white hot rage mixed with, like, it's just whatever center, the rational center, just lizard brain. And it takes me a while. I gotta go back. I gotta unwind. I gotta rethink
Disconnect
the whole
from
thing.
it.
Yes, come back to it later, and then okay, yeah. What do I hear? Red. Oh, now I want the book of IG-11. You know what?
Marshal of Navarro.
Did you catch that the stripes? They're legit.
Red.
Yeah,
striping.
the red and white striping. I was like, oh, nice little detail. I like that. Also, what's with the Anzellen thing?
The Anzellen thing?
Do you think? I don't think it's there.
Well,
I don't think it's there. Do we have it?
We still have it here.
Did you put it? Oh, did you put it as a clip?
We did put it as a clip. So here you can.
Wait. Do we need to set this up? Because if you guys don't watch our other
two
shows,
episodes ago, episode 7 or chapter 23, as it were.
One of the Anzellans
when he delivers IG-12.
Yeah, the mech suit. By the way, love the mech suit. By the way,
did you see how quick Customs showed up?
Yeah, Lego was the first one I saw. Yeah. Whatever gibberish this Anzellen is speaking is supposedly has been construed as
F-bomb.
Yeah. I'm out of here, mother boop. So yeah, but you guys can be the judge of that. We got the clip here. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this clip for those of you who are not fans of our other show.
Might have missed it last week.
Yeah, but get a load of this.
Bad baby. No, it's crazy.
Well, I'm out, mother boo. What? I agree with you in the sense that
if you want to hear it, you're going to hear it.
When you were talking about it with Hank last week, and it's like, if you have someone, now I've prompted you for what to listen for. It's a lot easier to go, oh yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But I hear it, but I don't think that that's what they're saying.
Bad baby. No, it's crazy.
Well. All we had to do was stick to hey, and I'd have been happy. You know what I mean? But no, we got to go all the way to whatever that was. Oh wait, sorry. I gotta pull. Your finishing movie would be called the spot. I love it. Eric, that way to the dark side leads. Oh, it does. It can't be unheard. No, I guess it can't.
Go back once you've seen it.
I agree. Hank had made some comments about, if that's the voice actor sneaking that one in, there's probably some discipline happening there somewhere.
Maybe. I can't see her doing that.
I can't see her doing that either. It's weird. And then, of course, the other fellow that Greg's producer.
Drew Froman.
It was talking about actors in the booth and just trying to be entertaining between takes,
and then how to dial it back to where they
sure. And then suddenly you've got this thing like, maybe they did say that.
Well, did you hear the Thundercats clip that was going around a few years ago?
Oh, you were mentioning that the outtakes.
Yeah.
And wasn't there a question of whether it was
actually the cast of Thundercats or Seth MacFarlane doing an impression? But
that's a good one.
If you haven't heard it, go listen to it because it is funny.
Okay, well, I will definitely go back and look for it. When you were talking about that, it made me think of the fan video, and it's still out there if you look for it. It was on YouTube for the longest time. The Rude Awakening of Optimus Prime, which is a fan short video, which is meant to be a continuation to it's basically an off the cuff adult version of the episode of Transformers where they brought Optimus Prime back to life, but done in a very tongue in cheek adult style,
kind of like the X-Men clips that they did.
Yeah,
which actually made it into pop culture stream with exactly. I'm the Juggernaut.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, it's the Juggernaut. Made it into X3.
That's right. That's right.
Don't you know who I am?
That's a good one right there. Should we talk about that one? Because that
came in.
That came out today, this afternoon.
That came out like 2.5 hours ago.
Anybody see the new trailer for the Flash movie?
Oh my god,
today?
it's so good.
Came out earlier today. I'll wait. If you want to go watch it, I'll wait. It's worth watching.
Oh my god, is it ever? And then watch it again.
Did you? Oh, sorry. We got
slides for this.
Slide for that. Let me throw this up here.
We got a few slides for this one.
All right. Wait. Do we want to use the new view?
Yeah, go for it. We got a background for it.
The new view. Okay. That one. Nope.
Oh, 2 up.
That one. 2 up.
There you go.
I've been away for a while. Can you tell?
It's all good. So this is the official Flash trailer 2, and it is littered with Easter eggs and everything.
Well, you're gonna have to walk me through some of it, because I watched it, and I mean, I did pick up on some of the 89 Batman references that are pretty overt. By the way, for a second there in that opening narration, I'm like, is he gonna be a villain? No. And then it was like, okay, no, he's not gonna be a villain.
He's not. I do believe now, though, that the Michael Keaton Batman is replacing the Thomas Wayne character in the whole Flashpoint scenario.
Yeah. Of course he is, for sure. I don't think that was ever really. I didn't think that there was a question of that. I thought that he just fills the.
Yeah, and then the General Zod thing, I believe, is also filling the gap for the Wonder Woman Aquaman war.
That's an interesting thought too. Yeah. Oh, that's a great comment. Red says, not a DC guy, but this trailer has me hyped.
Yeah,
that's good. Nice to see both Barrys all suited up.
Yep. And we got an image of that. So if you want to just go to the first one here.
Oh yeah. So let me.
I was super stoked when I saw that drop down.
Oh, the
Batwing, and it actually folds its wings out, so it's not just like, it's there, it's stiff. It's actually like a bat.
A bat hanging upside down with the wings folded in.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, I really like that. Oh, I guess. Do you have these in here sequentially?
A little, pretty close to sequentially from the trailer. Yeah.
So I guess we can.
I'm not going to try and figure out where
we can ooh and ah over them.
Yeah. But
oh, Sean says, I can't wait to get that Batmobile. Sean, are you going to be going after the McFarlane, the 7-inch version of that? Because it's a beast of a car. Not as big as the Hot Toys version that came out a few years ago, but man.
But yeah. Loving the fact that they're including the Batwing.
And it's not the same. It's a little bit different.
It's
a new Batwing. Yeah,
but it still gives you the same vibe.
Oh, of course it does. Yeah. The Hall of Bats. We've seen this before. We saw it in the first trailer. This is arguably a better look at it.
Yeah.
But it looks like even in this reality, there's a version of the Nightmare Bat suit. We talked about that before.
We did. They've also got the blue and gray West inspired version.
Yeah, is it Adam West inspired, or is this more? What's the artist? The artist that did the artwork for Superpowers, that Super Friends is based on. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I can't place.
I can't think of the artist's name.
I'm not a true fan.
I guess you're going to be in the ring with me.
I guess.
I do like the Hall of Armors, though. I get the feeling that the one here that's sort of front and center, that's the want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Oh my god!
There it is.
That frame right there, and he delivers that line, and it's like, oh my god, yes.
I was talking about this with Adam before, and he had said, and I'm starting to get on board with that. Why can't he just be the new Batman going forward? Because he can still do it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Now this one,
what do you think's going on here?
I think this is Barry up in the atmosphere getting like struck by crazy lightning.
Maybe.
But that's my speculation. I don't have any basis for that, but
whatever's happened, no cowl.
No
cowl. Yeah.
Because if it follows anything like the actual Flashpoint story, he gets there, he does lose his powers, and he needs to regain them.
They recreate the accident.
They do.
Yeah.
Which I think the next slide here.
That's what
is them recreating the accident.
Which also happens to just hit other Barry at the same time.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I'm pretty stoked to see that part.
There's more than a touch of Adrian Toomes in that performance. I don't know. Maybe there's a touch of Bruce Wayne in Adrian Toomes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's a chicken before the egg kind of question
A
there.
little bit. But then you go on here and
yep, moving on. Oh,
I love this visual after Zod. I'm assuming the Batwing will be destroyed at this point.
Presumably based on
bringing back
that
like. The Batman Returns flight suit.
Yeah. Batman flying is a no-brainer for me.
Yeah. I mean, he's not flying, he's gliding, but
what I like about this, and this is sort of not like Batman like, is it's full daylight. What's he doing full daylight? That's not how he works. What's going on here?
Zod works when Zod works.
Yeah, really. Eric, all is forgiven. Not a DC guy. It's okay.
Don't have to be a hardcore DC guy. Yeah, and then we get Batfleck.
Now we've
seen
that before. That is the same ship that they used in Batman v Superman.
Yeah, or Justice League, I believe.
Was it? Oh, yeah, maybe
when they fly across to go to Steppenwolf's big dome.
Oh, that's right. That is right. Yes. Yes, Eric, he is falling with style.
Yeah, he is.
There is some
Toy Story reference. There you go.
I'm a Batfleck fan. I feel like we're not going to get a whole lot of him in this movie, but there was another action sequence with him in this. There's Sasha Calais.
Now, see, this is where I think maybe our depowered Barry, she takes him up there too.
Wow.
Like, directly to the lightning.
Oh, so you think that's this could be an extension of the other image that we just looked at?
I think so.
That makes sense to me. It is cloudy.
Yeah. Definitely stormy. So that's just what I'm betting at this point.
Interesting. Well, so what I find interesting now, because that makes me question now,
because you do get a half frame, like a second before this, but you still don't see the face of who she's lifting.
That's right. Do you think that he's lost his powers and he's just getting them back now for the climactic finale, or
maybe
had my powers, ran through time, messed it up, lost them, got them back, lost them again. Now I'm about to get them back for the finale.
No, I think he loses them and then gets them back, and then we go on.
We're going to stay a little closer to the source then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the two Barrys.
The Barry and Barry.
The
bat suit with the ears cut off.
Yeah.
Barry. Yeah.
Definitely more neck support.
And
this
they are.
They all line up in the,
Oh, yeah. Superhero pose.
Yeah. We glide in, we're sliding in, and here to save the day.
That looks good though, and that puts us right square in the climactic battle from Man of Steel.
Yeah, where Supergirl is about to muck up Zod.
There's a question from her in this.
What did you do?
No. When she's like, "Do you know what this means?" In reference to the.
Actually, that's right there with the two Barrys before.
Yeah. And Barry and another. Is that another Barry?
I think that's the depowered other Barry.
Ah, right.
But they're both lowering out of the Batwing.
Where's your parachute?
Not a word. Off you go.
That's right.
And then you get
that's cool.
To the Batwing over the
Batwing. Yeah, that's great. That's better at night.
It is.
At night, Batmaning at night. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I went too far.
No, I
went too far.
That's the last one I grabbed from the flash.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to steal your thunder. What else you got going on here?
Well, we had an unfortunate incident down in Anaheim, California on Saturday.
In Anaheim?
Yeah, at Disneyland. During the Phantasmic show at the Tom Sawyer Island.
Okay.
The Maleficent Dragon caught fire, and it is...
oh, no.
It is now burnt to a crisp.
Oh, no. So this is an actual photo.
This is an actual photo of it on fire.
No.
And then the other photo there is the firefighters putting out the charred remains.
How many children are now like terrified?
Basically.
Traumatized.
They've stopped the fireworks portion of it now for undetermined time, but apparently this thing has mucked up a couple times before, but not this severe.
Not to this. That does not bode well for that park.
No.
Yeah.
But on the good side, maybe they'll rebuild a new one, a better one, a safer one.
Yeah. Eric, that's so metal, though.
A fire-breathing dragon on fire. Boom.
Did you mean to say metal or did you mean meta? Because it works on both levels.
I'd say that's metal.
It is. Murder.
Get Jack Black in there. He can sum it up.
Seriously. Oh man. Wow. I didn't realize that had happened.
Yep. Just a couple days ago. But
this
is a good one here. Long overdue. According to Variety, Carrie Fisher will receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on May the 4th.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's very cool. So I wonder if Billy will be there to
hoping
be
so.
part of the ceremony. I can't see why she wouldn't be.
Yeah, because that's like long overdue. Long overdue.
I don't. So they're not. They're sponsored, right?
Yeah.
So they're not free. The city just doesn't go, we're just going to give them out. They are sponsored and paid for, and they're not cheap. So I'm curious to know.
Disney can foot that bill.
Well, yeah, the question is, who is? I'd be interested to know who the sponsor is on this one.
Well, get an actual Disney princess on the Walk of Fame.
Well. Oh, keep on rolling with the Star Wars news. And
Hank sent us this one.
This is interesting. I have an affinity for clone troopers. Hank says he's got an affinity for Mandalorians, and here's another one. This is the
Mandalorian Fleet Commander.
Fleet Commander, our nameless guy from the finale,
who made us hold on to that reservation about Axe.
Yeah,
because he looks back and he's like, "What are you doing?"
But, exactly.
Yeah, so he's been highlighted here. So
I always look at these figures and I start looking at like, okay, how much of this is reuse? What's going on? I mean, I don't think there's a whole lot of. I was wondering how much Din Djarin is in that figure, but
I don't know. I think there's enough to not, because it looks more uniform.
Whereas
Din Djarin's was very much pieced together.
Oh, piecemeal. Yeah. I mean, he's still got the triangular. It's almost like the shore trooper back of the gloves.
Somebody brought that up this week too, asking, why the triangle on everything Dave Filoni touches.
I don't know. That'd be a question.
Does that mean that Dave Filoni is part of the Illuminati?
The Star Wars Illuminati? The Disney Illuminati?
Maybe.
I don't know.
But yeah, so new Star Wars figures coming.
Oh wait, here you go. Here's a true Star Wars fan comment. I know that guy. That's blue and white Boba Fett.
Well, we already had the white Boba Fett.
Now that's right. Yeah.
Then we'll get red and white.
Just put a little red in there, and it's Captain America Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your notes, and I'm like, oh, that's an interesting thing. I don't want to spoil it.
Apparently, it leaked this week.
So, was this recent?
Yeah, this week at Cinecon 2023.
Is that an actual photo?
I believe that is an actual photo from.
And that's Aaron Taylor Johnson.
That is. So he has now transcended himself. He has gone from Kick-Ass to Quicksilver to what was the other one in the Fox?
That he was in?
Yeah.
Superhero genre?
Yeah. He's done it a few times because he was Quicksilver for the Age of Ultron.
He was one of he was in Kick-Ass.
Yeah, he was Kick-Ass.
Both
1 and 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say both Quicksilvers were in Kick-Ass.
Yes. I can't remember what else he was.
Yeah. Well, he was also in the Monsterverse too, because he was in the Godzilla movie, where he was the Marine Corps guy. Yeah,
true too.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool picture.
I wasn't able to find the actual leaked footage, but apparently it's out there if you go looking hard enough. And we
would never do that.
No, I'm rather waiting for an actual official.
I would prefer to watch a real one as well.
But from what they're saying, it's going to be an R-rated movie.
Yeah, as Red also pointed out, rumored to be R-rated. So
participation of the Rhino, but not
Paul Giamatti's Rhino.
No.
Interesting.
So,
Sony's first potentially R-rated superhero movie.
Yeah,
they missed an opportunity by not
doing it with Carnage
or Morbius, or Morbius.
Yeah, Morbius sucked.
Wow, and you were like the most forgiving guy I know when it comes to movies, and for you to say that it sucked.
Yeah, but you're treading around my Spider-Verse here. Like these guys are all connected to Spider-Man. Act like it,
man.
And again, like Craven is going to be made into like almost an anti-hero.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah. I'm getting Killmonger vibes looking at him.
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. The maybe it's the necklace,
It could be
the claws or teeth. What is that?
Probably.
Bone of some kind.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's wearing his lion skin, so
red. I'm sorry, I still love the doofy rhino suit.
I didn't mind that.
I like the rhino suit as well. Last week when I was away, we had like 2 or 3, 4 channels that showed English programming, and we got to watch a bunch of superhero movies at night. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was one of them, and man, does that movie have really, really low rewatchability.
What?
Oh my gosh.
1 or 2.
Oh, sorry, not Amazing Spider-Man. Sorry, my mistake. Spider-Man Far From Home. The one with Mysterio. Horrible rewatchability. It does not rewatch very good.
Yeah. You already know who the twist is.
That's right. Yeah. Sorry, we did watch Amazing Spider-Man 2. It was okay. I still
tugs at the heartstrings.
I still like Andrew Garfield, and I hope that guy gets another
go for it.
Something somewhere somehow. Not just a nod in a Spider-Verse thing.
Yeah. So I've got one more, but I was kind of saving that for like a end of show thing.
Oh, sure. Well,
I'm thinking we might make this like a weekly thing.
This one,
yeah.
I don't see why not. It's kind of it's one of your things.
It is kind of one.
It is one of your things that you do.
Building this up for a few years.
That you do outside of this. So yeah, why not? We'll save that one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me pull that out of there. Oh, look, it's just us again.
There you go.
Well, guys, what's out there going on in your world? What do you guys got going on this week? You guys, anything you're looking forward to? TV, film, I don't know, music, movies. What's going on?
I'm super stoked to go see the new Evil Dead Rise.
I'm waiting to. Oh, where's that?
It's in theaters right now.
Oh, okay. What's is that in the continuity of?
Apparently, in one version of the continuity. I saw a chart today that shows like the original Raimi stuff.
We need a chart.
We do, because you have all the Raimi stuff plus Ash versus Evil Dead.
Right.
And then you have the reboot, and this sort of falls into a third version.
Okay.
Where they just kind of mix it all together.
We've got Guardians coming out here shortly.
Yeah, another week and a half, I believe.
So not this weekend, but
next week.
Next weekend.
Which is also free comic book day.
My brother's coming in from out of province. We might go and see it.
Nice.
Yeah. Let me just quick check over here. Oh, look at that, Aaron Taylor Johnson. What do you know? I was hoping. Oh man, I wished I was a little more on the ball today. I should have pulled some of those photos that I was talking about with the Maverick figure. It was just kind of like, oh, yep, we're gonna
another one coming in from Red.
Oh yeah, still laughing about Jack Black's Peaches being pitched for a Best Original Song Oscar. That's an interesting thought. Jack Black as
that movie is on fire right now.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I will. I do. I am.
Franchise.
So it's not. It's certainly not like it's not high on my list, but it is on my list. And man, come heck or high water, things that are on my list, I will get to them.
Yeah,
it may not be right away, but I will get to them.
Yeah, super good movie. Lots of nods and callbacks.
I've seen this music video though, which I think is quite funny. I still haven't figured out though that bit at the beginning where he's kind of talking. If they've digitally pitched him down to do the Bowser voice, or if he's actually like getting down to do it.
I don't know. I can see him doing it.
Red says, "See it in theaters. You owe yourself that much." Okay, I will take that.
There was a lot going on in most of the scenes.
Oh, cool.
Like there's background Easter eggs, there's foreground Easter eggs.
Well, and that's what I was asking you earlier about, like, because I am more of a casual Mario fan. I enjoyed the 3 games that were on the original NES, Mario
1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3. Very much enjoyed those games. 2, by the way, is still the hardest thing going, if you ask me. I never did finish it, and I played the crap out of it.
Well, they changed the game mechanic, right?
Yeah, the whole the crouching to jump thing, the high jump. Yeah. I liked it, but you said there was enough in it for the casual fan that you wouldn't be lost, but if you were more invested, you'd be rewarded.
Left and
right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so just like everything else that we watch.
Yeah, basically.
Oh man! Oh, that was the one thing that came out today. I actually made a post over on the Fandom Power Facebook discussion group. There was a article in Variety with Harrison Ford saying that this is conclusively the last time he will play Indiana Jones
for now.
Well, so for now, that's not so far out, because the argument is, with all of the archival footage that Lucasfilm owns with Harrison Ford, that's American Graffiti, all the Star Wars movies, and the Indiana Jones movies. I'm sure there's some other Lucasfilm. What's got to be owned by Lucasfilm or owned by Disney, right?
Yeah.
They can comb that footage and they can digitally reconstruct him. All they need is his voice rights, a la James Earl Jones and Reese Beecher. Do you think, this is that question, we've asked it before, is there room for these tentpole franchises to exist after the principal actors are gone? Is that something that you're interested in? Would you want that to happen?
I haven't given it much thought, but the one that did come up was with Short Round being back in the spotlight. Now is the perfect time, literally, to pass that torch.
That's what I said too, with Ke Huy Quan, getting an Academy Award and very suddenly back in the public eye.
Yeah.
Of any of those supporting characters, Short Round, in my opinion, kind of got the short end of it. Pardon the pun, I didn't mean it that way, but
yeah. Because we don't
I've always wanted to know what happened to Short Round in his life.
Yeah, because they were close.
They had this like quasi father-son thing going on.
I love you, Indy.
Right, which really, I'm not saying that the Mutt character was a bad character, but I don't necessarily think that he was I don't think he was particularly well received.
No.
I like Shia LaBeouf. I think he's a brilliant actor. He's got some great stuff out there. His work and I know that he went kind of off the deep end for it, but his work in Fury is fantastic.
Yeah. And if you did one with Shia LaBeouf and Key,
that might be in it. So
like
that is an interesting
redemption
angle.
one.
That is a very interesting angle.
Like have Short Round show up and say, "I need Indiana's help, but he's no longer available.
Who else?
I'm his son. I can help you."
So Red says, note that none of Nintendo's biggest franchises make cameos in Easter eggs. Zelda, Metroid, Pokemon, all excluded in case Illumination pooched this one. Interesting. Now
I'm gonna cry foul on that, because there are a couple other ones in there.
These are like other franchises.
I wouldn't say that they're the end all franchises, but like Punch Out made it.
Are we talking that these other franchises making cameos in the Mario movie?
Yeah,
they do. Then is that what we're saying?
I'm not saying that all of them got knocked out,
but some of them,
don't get represented.
Okay. Yeah, but I assume Nintendo had a big hand in the production.
Oh, absolutely.
Of the movie. This whole like rights thing. Who owns what and how do you? Yeah.
It's been the bane of Spider-Man for years.
So talking about the rights thing, another thing, this is going back to toy news. This has been making the rounds this week. Mattel and Hasbro collaborating so that they can do crossover stuff.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? Like, so that they can start, basically it's so that each company can get access to the IPs that the other one has, right? Like, Mattel is obviously not making Star Wars toys because Hasbro has the IP, right?
Yeah.
Conversely, Hasbro's not making Masters of the Universe figures because Mattel has the IP, right? Yeah. So that has sparked some interesting questions, like Masters of the Universe themed Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's funny that's coming up because yesterday I saw some new releases from the Power Rangers Lightning collection.
Yeah.
And the 3 figures that are out are the Cobra Kai putties.
I just saw those.
The Daniel LaRusso White Ninja Ranger and the his kid the Pink Ninja Ranger.
Sure, and they got a Johnny Lawrence as a in a Black Ranger.
I did not see that.
Yeah, I did see that one. But like, for example, in Barbie, which is owned by Mattel, has done tons of Warner Brothers owned.
Yeah,
like Wonder Woman and Batgirl.
Harley Quinn.
Now Barbie can potentially be any of the Marvel heroes, right?
Yeah, because like that's an untapped market. You've seen not Barbie, but like Captain Marvel has been in that sort of
sure,
doll format.
sure. But it's an interesting, right? It's an interesting idea. Like another one that just seems to go naturally together. Hot Wheels Transformers, right? Hot Wheels owned by Mattel, Transformers owned by Hasbro.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, did you ever live in a world where you thought that these two large toy companies could ever
cross over?
Yeah.
Never when I was a kid, but now nothing's limited.
Makes you wonder what's going on behind the scenes, right?
Yeah.
Like, is there another Marvel DC thing going on that we don't know about? Like, is this
Maybe
sparked by something else? What's happening here?
Got another one from Red.
Oh, what do we got here? This is a follow-up to the previous comment. The largest few were deliberately excluded in case they needed to shop for another studio.
That's fair. It's this, like, as far as legal goes, that's fair.
I suppose so.
But at this point, like, they knocked it out of the park. So
who's the film studio on
Illumination?
Okay, so man, if they're, I mean, it's the best, the highest grossing video game movie of all time, right?
Yeah.
So maybe they will take more chances on other game properties, and why not? Video games are still a largely untapped resource for entertainment stuff.
Yeah,
film, TV.
Well, that Detective Pikachu movie wasn't terrible.
It was okay. I liked it.
Ryan Reynolds is Pikachu.
Season 3 Witcher trailer has come out this week, or I read a description for it that basically says that this season it shows the Wild Hunt is hunting for Ciri, and Geralt goes full Geralt trying to defend her. So cool. Maybe the most action-packed season yet, which, God, I hope so, because it's not been that action-packed. Less action-packed than what I expected. Maybe because I've only played, several dozen hours of The Witcher. When I play The Witcher, it's full of action. I don't know what's going on in this TV thing.
Commercials.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Man, we've been at it for, we just crossed the 1 hour mark. You got any more you want to talk about?
I'm almost tapped out.
I'm almost tapped out too.
Anybody out there want to try that call?
Yeah, really.
Looking at you, Eric.
Yeah. It didn't work once before. Not going to make that mistake again.
It might work.
Who knows? Let me unlock the machine here just in case. There we go. There we go. All right. I got my eye on, just in case. My eyes on it. What else we got here? I guess we can we can move on to the last little thing if you want to. Sure. Let's go.
I'm thinking we should make this like a weekly thing, because really
you're out there all the time.
We're all toy people.
A lot. Yeah, most of us are.
And with the state of toys out there and the price and whatnot, this is becoming more and more useful.
Yeah. So
this is our toy hunting at Dollarama weekly tip. If you're out there right now, you can go out and you have the opportunity to find League of Legends figures at $5. And yesterday, I'm in Toys R Us. I saw them retail for $31.99.
Now, the question I have on that is same assortment.
I don't know if it's the full assortment.
Okay,
but it's definitely not just one figure. They actually have
so it's more than one. The Spectre board game.
The Spectre board game.
I looked that up.
It's on at Dollarama for $5. It's pretty well rated.
Yeah, I looked it up on Board Game Geek, and I'm like, oh, they actually rated it pretty good.
Retail $59.99.
Yeah, exactly. So $5 board, and I'm a board game guy, so I was like, oh,
you're looking for a board game?
Do I need to go and get that? Not to mention the other thing here is, even if you're not a board game guy, if you're a 007 fan, the legalese surrounding the usage of Spectre has always been something that has haunted the Bond franchise. So how they were able to hammer it all out, that they were able to use it in the clear, that in itself sort of says a lot. So Spectre the board game.
Yeah. So if you're out there looking for some reasonably priced toys, take a walk down that toy aisle. You never know what you're going to find.
I guess with the toy thing, I'll circle back to where we sort of opened tonight and go back to that. Man, Toys R Us in Canada has now hit. Toys R Us, by the way, coming back in the US. They're showing up in what Macy's or something. They're kind of doing what Zellers here in Canada is doing. They're opening within stores inside a store, almost like a kiosk in a store. I don't know how well that's going to work. There's no Zellers near where we live.
No, not yet.
I don't think there will be, because they're being opened in what
the Hudson Bay.
Yeah. So going back to that whole thing, now that we've hit the what's the word I'm looking for here? Oh, the price point. What is going on? Sorry, that was a complete unrelated to what I was talking about. The link is incorrect. Close the window and try a different link. That can't be incorrect. It can't be incorrect. Oh, maybe it can. That's fine. Anyway,
another week, another shot.
Yeah. I'm gonna figure that out. 6-inch Hasbro action figures have now crossed the price point where they are now in the same price point as NECA action figures.
Yep.
Or at least NECA action figures. When I first started buying them.
Yeah, NECA has crossed into another bracket.
NECA has now upped their game as well.
Thanks, Toys R Us.
Yeah, they're 60, 65 to start.
Yeah.
Is the value really there? I don't know.
Depends on the figure.
Oh,
and your love of the figure.
I suppose. We just had a late comment to the show. It's Paul. Hello, fellas. Welcome back. Do you guys know of any figures from the video game Elden Ring? Elden Ring. Now that is the isn't that the in the same sort of vein as oh my gosh, super hard medieval sword and sorcery. I can't think of the name of the
not the Elder Scrolls.
Not Elder Scrolls. No, it's something else. I am not aware of Elden Ring figures. That's not to say that there aren't any. I'm just not that I'm aware of. But again, it's not an IP that I follow. Yeah.
Let's see what the old Google has to say.
The Googles?
Oh, apparently there are some SH figure arts figures.
Figure arts. Oh, well then. So the answer is yes, and they are not exactly cheap either.
No, and they've also got some figure arts mini raging ones.
I have a Talia Dark Souls. Zach for the win. That is the game that I was thinking about. In the same vein, Elden Ring is in the Dark Souls universe, or the same mechanics, the same. They have a link, and I don't quote me because I don't know exactly what it is. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I believe that's Paul saying I have Talia released. Released.
Yeah, maybe they'll release more.
I don't know. Maybe they're certainly not releasing anymore. Well, no, that's not true.
What?
I was going to say that, well, at least in North America, nobody's really doing anything with Robotech right now, which is unfortunate. In fact, the one fellow that was the independent fellow there, MEP Toys, he just folded.
Oh,
yeah. So if you missed out on anything that the guys over at MEP were doing, their Bretai action figure and their Invid Scout, sorry, man, you missed out. They're done.
So secondary markets it is.
It's unfortunate too, because he was a super passionate fan too, right?
Yeah, and that's always almost makes it worse, right?
One man show who was doing that in addition to his regular job, which just happened to be 3D design, and
yeah,
so he was already in that space, right?
Like for a fan, he's already invested, and that's the level they're going to bring to it, right?
Managed to get a couple of figures out. Managed to get the Hellcat from the Robotech 2, the Sentinels, and it looked great. I meant to get one and I didn't, and now the site is closed. They might be out there again, eBay, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
did we mention our sad news?
What's sad news?
We lost a singer today.
Oh, right. No, we didn't.
We lost Harry Belafonte.
No.
Yeah.
No.
96 years old.
Daylight come and me one go home. Gonna get
he was surrounded by loved ones.
Oh man. Yeah. No, we didn't talk about that, but that is true.
Yep.
I don't like talking about that stuff. I mean, it's a part of life, but it's just a bit of a downer.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, we are where are we at now? We are April 25th. We've got volume 2 of Star Wars Visions coming up here very shortly. Yeah. So the question remains, are we going to cover it or not?
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. But definitely we'll have more on that coming up in the future. You can always keep your eyes peeled to the channel for that. Having that break means I can get back to making more shorter videos. So be on the lookout for more videos in our Weapons of Star Wars series that I've been working on slowly over the last little while. We got a couple, can I call them commercials?
Yeah, might as well.
Sure. Get some in-universe commercials, sort of parody commercials we're working on, which I think are going to be a lot of fun. But there is lots more from us coming down the road. So I hope you guys are enjoy hanging out with us on these Tuesday nights. I know sometimes they're a little more low key, and sometimes they're, no guests this week. But that's another thing. You guys want to be on the show and hang out with us here in the studio, you're more than welcome to do so. We encourage that. You can always send me an email at fandompower3@gmail.com, and we can work something out where you can be a guest on the show and just hang out and chew the fat with us, as we like to do on Tuesday nights. Yeah, what?
Sky Hoshi Anime Girl.
Oh, so yeah, Sky
the
Hoshi.
release date got pushed back.
How far?
May 22nd, I believe now.
That's not that far.
Not too far at all.
No. And we hosted Kalani,
yep,
the writer director of the film. I did see that there was some email traffic there.
Yeah,
talking about some
tickets and merch.
Yeah. So if you haven't, do go back and check out that episode of Random Fandom where we talked to Kalani Hubbard, the writer director of Sky Hoshi Anime Girl, an independent film coming out here. You just said May 22nd. They're doing it as a streaming event. It's not a theatrical release. No. But they have a bunch of different levels that you can buy into, which I think are pretty cool. Yeah. I know we're
like from the casual viewer to the hardcore. I want everything.
Yeah. So, and if you are an anime fan, I think that's probably the route you'd want to go, because there is a supporting manga which details the history
origins and whatnot
of the Sky Hoshi character, who is quite literally an anime character come to the real world.
Yep.
So it's interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
It's going to be good.
All right. Well, that's it for me. I think I'm going to call it a wrap here for now. But we will be back next week, and hopefully I will be more
rested and
more rested, and more prepared to keep my eyes open this week for more weird and wacky entertainment news, like burning dragons, terrifying children.
I saw a really weird one today.
Oh, yeah.
Pauly Shore was actually doing a shout out for Bridget Fonda.
Oh,
apparently she quit acting and she hasn't been seen in public in like 12 years.
Okay.
She came out and she's put on a little bit of weight, but Pauly Shore put out a before and after of him in like a little Speedo.
Yep.
And he's like, lay off her. We're all human. We all grow old.
Oh, good for him.
It is what it is.
Good for him.
What did he say? He said something really awesome at the end. Quit. It's his catchphrase, and I'm slipping now. Quit harshing my gig.
Oh, wow.
Roster.
Nice.
Like, yes, way to go, Weasel.
Oh, nice. All right, guys. Well, once again, thanks for hanging out with us here on Random Fandom Tuesday nights. It's been a pleasure as always. Glad to hang out with you guys. Especially thanks to everybody that hung out with us in the chat tonight, that had comments and questions for us. Always enjoy joining
the conversation.
Yes, of course.
Make it fun.
As always, there are lots of ways that you can keep the conversation going. You can always, like I said, you can email us at fandompower3@gmail.com. Head on over to Facebook if you're not already on there. You can check us out, Fandom Power, on Facebook. We do have both a page and a discussion group. Now, the discussion group, that's for you guys. That's a space for you guys to get together and talk about all this crazy, weird, and wonderful stuff that's happening in pop culture.
Like Mustache Gate. I
will drop in and out from every now and then. And of course, we're on all the social stuff, so you know where to find us.
Reach on out.
And so guys, we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
All right. Until next time, everybody. For Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
And we'll catch you in the next one, guys. And bye for now.
Peace.